What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the world's greatest football store. My name is Noah Kavanaugh, and let's jump into some of the reasons why special edition football boots exist, why a player might get them, and go over these incredible 4 special edition boots. Let's jump into it. So the first reason why specific players will get a special edition colorway is due to a particular achievement. So achievements like winning a Ballon d'Or, winning a World Cup, a Golden Boy award. We used to see Messi with his Ballon d'Or wins get these beautiful gold designed football boots in the F50 and the Speed Portal lines that were really indicative of a special moment, similar with CR7 as well, and several World Cup winners. The second reason we might see a special edition colorway has to do with celebrating iconic moments in football or iconic figures in football. We've seen some retired players get boots like David Beckham with the DB Preds. They were all white with the blue kind of Adidas original vibe to them, and it was celebrating both the Adidas original kind of historic build-up of the Three Stripes brand, as well as a historically great player like David Beckham. The third reason why you might see a special edition colorway is for collaborations and or unique designs. 2 examples come to mind straight away. That is, of course, the Bad Bunny Messis that came out several months ago, a light blue and brown collaboration with the Latin artist Bad Bunny, which again also had a sneaker involved. And then we saw that on the Nike side with the TN Mercurial Air Zoom 15s and Superfly 9s, with the purple Superfly and the orange Vapor that came along with the design of the retro Air Maxes. So the final piece, and debatably most important piece of getting a signature colorway, is really about marketing and associations. Now, I'm not complaining at all from a marketing perspective, but that keyword association is really what I want to get into with these 4 very, very cool football boots. You think about a player like Mbappe, who's gotten now a couple different special edition colorways, and basically what that is Nike is trying to associate itself with Mbappe. Mbappe being an incredible footballer for France and for Real Madrid, and having him in a special edition colorway puts that association with Nike into Mbappe. Same with Messi and Adidas. You think of the Messi boots, you think of the F50. That's really easy association. And now we're starting to see things like the Phantom and Haaland, and of course the Predator and Jude Bellingham. All different styles of boots that you start to associate in your brain through marketing and these special editions with each one of these amazing players. So now let's jump into an overview of each one of these awesome boots, talk about the player associated with them, and of course the tech behind the boot itself. So starting with the new Chrome Dream Pack Bellingham Predators. Now, these are incredibly striking just in general from a visual perspective, as well as from a football boot perspective. This is, of course, the Predator Elite 25 FT with the fold-over tongue. This is the second Jude Bellingham colorway. This is called the Chrome Dream, as basically Jude's aspiration to get more silverware. So it's really about the chase of trophies and the chase of awards. Now, this is an incredible pair of football boots with a Hybrid Touch 2.0 upper that's a little bit different from the normal version just because of that silver coating. You have these strike skin fins that have been updated from the previous generation here on the medial side of the boot, a really nice and padded heel liner as well, and then of course the control frame that's totally metallic with some really cool interesting burgundy accents on 4 of the studs here in the rear and the forefoot. You can also see nods to Jude Bellingham across the entirety of the upper. Now on the insole as well, you've got the JB signature there, JB signature on the top and on the underside of this fold-over tongue, and then of course, which is very indicative of the David Beckham Predators back in the day, you have the JB signature logo with, of course, the new celebration, almost like Jordan-esque type vibe of him and his iconic celebration. Now moving over to Mbappe and this brand new purple special edition for the Real Madrid player. This is an amazing amalgamation of all of the different special editions that Mbappe has gotten over the past several years of his career. Let's jump into some of the interesting details here. So first up is the swoosh across the upper, this sort of lightning bolt-esque design that comes straight out of the Rosa edition, which was a Superfly 8 Vapor 13, Absolutely stunning pink colorway. Then there's the flame graphic here in the back in the M that really are reminiscent of his 2021 edition. And of course the swoosh graphic, which is reminiscent of the 2019 Bondi Dreams version, basically taking us back to his roots in Bondi. And on the sock liner, there is a really cool quote in French that is sort of associated with him, as well as his little signature and his KM logoing. And basically it means no victory without sacrifice and without risk. A really cool addition to the Mbappe special edition lineup over the past several years, and it's really cool to see Nike putting all of those things into one package. And from a tech perspective, you have a Flyknit collar here. We also in store have the Vapor and the Pro editions. You get Atom Knit here in the rear quarter, Grip Knit sections all throughout the midfoot and forefoot, a very, very nice technology. And then of course you have the iconic Air Zoom unit here, 3/4 unit in the forefoot and the midfoot. That's going to give you that really nice and bouncy sensation. Then we move on to the Force 9 edition, or Erling Haaland edition, of the Phantom GX2. Now GX2 from a tech perspective is a single piece of grip knit on the upper with the Cyclone 360 sole plate, a very simple construction, but an incredible performing football boot. Now this particular colorway is Haaland's second special edition colorway, following up the all red version he got several months ago, and this new elemental colorway is very indicative of him as a player, as sort of this force of nature, which is also the Force 9 logoing that you get here in the heel of the boot. With Haaland being such a dominant force in the Manchester City team, and of course in the Premier League level, it's no wonder that Nike wants to capitalize on and get him in a bunch of really cool special edition colors. Now moving on to Leo Messi, who of course with this La Vida Tropical colorway comes in hot at the end. Now it's really cool to see that we are now getting a Messi edition F50, because forever we got a normal F50 and then we also saw on his feet he was wearing the same colorway but often not the same boots. Well, now you have an opportunity to wear and purchase a pair of boots that is 95% the same as what the GOAT wears. You get a hybrid touch upper, which is really soft, molds straight away to the feet, his iconic burrito style tongue with the knit material, a really nice and padded heel liner, and of course the Sprint Frame 360 sole plate, which is new for this new generation of F50. Now Messi probably has more signature colorways than any footballer to ever have existed, other than maybe Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know what the actual numbers are, but it's probably pretty close. We've been getting signature colorways for Messi since 2010, 2011. Some amazing colorways, some not so good colorways, but this new La Vida Tropical colorway is absolutely electric looking. I think it looks awesome. I'm a huge fan of this blue colorway. It's a sort of a brand blue and a very awesome electric blue. And of course the pink accents are reminiscent of this very Miami type color, the team he of course now plays for. I think it's really unique what Adidas did here with this particular colorway as well, because unlike some of the Bellingham Predators that we've gotten from a signature perspective, as well as these two Nike boots, Adidas has actually gone with a completely different construction compared to the normal F50 that we get with the Fiber Touch upper. This of course with the hybrid touch and with the burrito style tongue feels a lot different from the regular edition. It was kind of similar to when we got the David Beckham Predator and the Rotero Predator on the Elite 24 lineup. Needless to say, this is an incredibly bright and loud football boot, so if you are audacious and you want to get after it in a pair of La Vida Tropical boots, come check them out here in store. So that is special editions. That is the Predator, the Superfly, the GX2, and the F50 Messi, all of which are incredible. We're probably going to see some more special editions coming up in the future as well from all of the top brands, and it's very cool to see some of the most iconic players, both past and present, getting their new special editions. So I'm curious, which one are you guys going to pick from these four football boots? In my opinion, the best fitting football boot for me is actually the GX2. This is a boot that I wear on a very regular basis for training and for matches. Now from a look perspective, I'm probably going to pick the Jude Bellinghams. I just think the silver colorway looks absolutely sick. But let me know down in the comment section below, which one is your favorite to play in and which one is your favorite color. Hope you guys enjoyed that rundown of all of the special editions that we've got going on here. We also have another pair of F50 Messis that are available as well, the silver and blue colorway, and I'm sure plenty of upcoming stuff for these three iconic players as well. Like the video if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Head over to our Instagram at @ultrafootball where you can get updates on all the latest and greatest signature colorways coming out in the next year. My name is Noah Kavanaugh, and I'll see you guys next time at the world's greatest football store.